Welcome back to the Anything Flies podcast. We're going to be talking about the 4 biggest games of the Week 11 NFL matchups. So going down the list, we've got Packers, Bears, Ravens, Steelers, Seahawks, 49ers, Chiefs, and Bills. Across the board, 4 playoff contender teams, 4 powerhouses, and 4 matchups that are going to give us some high-level entertainment this weekend. So to start off with the Packers and Bears. Packers are getting hosted by the Bears. Bears just had a rough week last week. Didn't they lose to someone bad?
They
lost
to the Patriots.
Yeah, they lost to the
Pretty
Patriots,
bad.
so pretty bad. So Packers at Bears. I mean, I'm going to go with the Packers here.
Yeah.
Seems pretty reasonable. Jordan Love is going to keep doing his thing. DeAndre Swift going to keep doing his thing. However, Chicago, I think Caleb Williams has finally been exposed in the NFL. He had a few good weeks, but I feel like he's just, I don't know. Never thought he was good, and I think he's kind of proved that this year, but it is his first year, so I'll give him that. Nash, what do you got?
Yeah, this is a pretty simple game here. Give me the Packers, but I do disagree with you on Caleb Williams. I like Caleb Williams as a person. I've liked him since college. I don't know. I didn't really understand the hate on him, but he's not been playing well. And ever since the Commanders game, the Bears have fallen off pretty hard. That loss kind of took their mojo away.
True.
And I think the Packers are on the up and coming after the bye week, so I think they're going to come back pretty hot. But you never know. This is a big rivalry in the division.
I don't think Jordan Love will miss a beat this weekend. He'll do just what Aaron Rodgers was doing to the Bears back in the day. The owner of the Bears. Ain't that right, Nash?
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Caleb Williams, like we said, slow season. Rome Odunze, I'm not too fond of. I mean, it's wide receiver year one. Everybody struggles a little bit year one, but I just don't think the Bears have the firepower. I will say they're doing better than I thought.
Yep.
4-5, and they are 4-1 at home. So home field advantage is big for the Bears. I mean, all their wins have been at home.
Yeah.
He's got a point. They are at home field advantage, so that might be the one thing that's keeping them in this matchup. But, I mean, it's Green Bay, so I don't really think Green Bay gets affected by home field advantage, to be honest, especially in this situation because they're both coming from cold weather. But it is Soldier Field, so who knows what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to the Ravens at Steelers. This is another 1 o'clock game. Huge matchup in the AFC North, excuse me. Didn't they just face off?
This year?
Or am I tripping?
No,
they have not.
Well, first matchup for these two rivals, both at the top of the AFC North and the top of the AFC conference as a whole. I don't know. This one's tough. I'm going to go with Baltimore here just because I think Baltimore's defense, they're not going to be able to, Baltimore's defense has been so bad this year that their offense has had to outscore their opponents, and they've had to put up lots of points.
Yeah.
And they've continuously done that, and I don't think Pittsburgh's offense has the capability to outscore the Baltimore offense, so that's why I'm picking Baltimore.
The safe choice is Baltimore, but my gut is telling me with the Steelers. Russell Wilson is a great quarterback for the Steelers. Now, they just played a great game against the Commanders. What was it, last week?
Yep.
And they have a solid defense. And the Ravens, it's at Pittsburgh, correct?
That is one thing that might be keeping Pittsburgh in this game is that it's at Pittsburgh, but to be honest, I don't think it really matters in an AFC North game like this.
Yeah, this is also a toss-up. I feel like at night, much more electric. I'm favoring Pittsburgh here.
Well, it's at 1,
Yeah, I know. I'm saying
which is a problem.
Yeah, if it was at
I don't know.
night.
I don't know why it's not a nighttime game. This should be a Sunday night football game.
Yes.
Why is Cincinnati and Los Angeles the 8:20 game?
Yeah.
Oh, we are?
One of the worst games
Yeah,
I've
you
ever
guys
seen.
are the 8, and then
Can't be worse than that Thursday night game.
What, the Texans, Lions?
no,
No.
Washington, Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah,
That was pretty bad.
I didn't even want to watch that game.
I didn't even
I mean,
watch it.
Austin Eckler is the leading receiver on that team that game.
How poverty are you?
I mean, that's just atrocious.
Yeah.
Austin Eckler fantasy managers are happy though.
Right here, but I didn't start him, so it doesn't matter.
It's
Sell
gonna
out.
be the Ravens all the way. I honestly think they're the best team in the league, if not one of the best.
True.
It's fair.
Their offensive firepower is just too high. Well, I mean, I get they have a good defense, but it's Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry's gonna go off.
Meet Patrick Queen in that gap, boy. Patrick Queen.
Isn't he on the
Yeah, aren't
Ravens?
they on the same team?
No.
Oh,
Wait,
we got traded.
what's his name?
Roquan Smith?
Yeah, no. Roquan Smith's on the Patrick Queen's on the Steelers.
It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It doesn't matter.
No.
Derrick Henry could beat a brick wall in the gap.
Me, Anthony Davis.
Between Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, Zay Flowers, and Rashad Bateman, I just don't see a way that the Steelers can hold on to this one. I get it's at home, and the Steelers have been cooking with Russ behind there. But, Nash said something about the Washington game, and I just think to be that close with a team like Washington, who's been struggling the past few weeks, is not a great sign.
That's just good football.
Okay, we can go with that, but
Yep.
I think this is going to be a bit of a blowout. I think the Ravens are going to take advantage of the Steelers and really show the weakness.
Nah.
Yep.
Nah.
Yep.
Moving on to the Kansas City-Buffalo game. Buffalo's hosting Kansas City in what is turning out to be one of the better rivalries in, I would say, our era of NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I made a video about this, about how Buffalo is one of the most underrated teams in the NFL. They're 8-2, and yet nobody's talking about them. And I legitimately think Buffalo's going to win.
Yeah.
The only thing that's holding me back is just that it seems like, you can say the NFL is scripted, but it just seems like the Chiefs never lose, whether it's a blocked field goal at the end or
PIs.
PIs, penalties going for the Chiefs. So
Missed holding calls.
Yeah.
missed holding calls. So I think Buffalo's going to win this one, but I would not be shocked if it's going to be a close game with the Chiefs winning down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm agree there. Buffalo's taking this dub. I feel like the Chiefs have to be the most poverty undefeated team I've ever seen.
He's not.
I mean, I don't know how you're 9-0. How are you 9-0 right now? And it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, very very whole team. There's not much or there's a lot of gaps on that team. Let's say that. But I believe the Baltimore's very strong united team together.
Buffalo.
That's what I meant to say. Buffalo's a very united team. If I was a good NFL player, I'd want to go there. So I'm going to put Buffalo.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, it speaks a lot to the character of the Bills.
Oh, here he goes.
When you lose your wide receiver one, and all you really have is a bunch of rookies and unexperienced wide receivers in there. I guess with Amari Cooper, but Amari Cooper's not very good.
He hasn't done much since other than that first game or whatever. He hasn't done much since he's been in Baltimore. So, that wasn't even an effect of how they're doing good. So,
But I think it's gonna be close. The Chiefs are always in one-score games. I bet you, if you looked, 75% of the games were one-score games. But I think it's gonna be a close one. I think the Bills are gonna pull it off. Last-second field goal.
it's fair.
Yeah.
And
That's
in
all.
Buffalo, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's all we have for you. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know what you think about these 3 games, and we'll see you next time. Peace.